Okay, so we have Corbro on Juno. This is suspected to be plat 5, but it's in placements, so they don't know. This was a super close game, and we drew, wondering if I could have done anything better to get us the win. Had a guy leave in the first half, which sucked, but yeah, would appreciate any tips. Also, is it just a thing with this map where it's impossible to break through the first point choke? But when it was the enemy's team's turn, they did it pretty easily. Was it because our heals weren't strong enough? No. Like, the reason why you're unable to break through a choke is because you don't create any angles, right? To get through a choke, you have to create angles on the enemies so that they can't all just look at the choke. What I suspect is going to happen is that you're all just going to go down the choke, and then you know you can't really do anything. So just off the start, I do want to see being a lot more aggressive. You haven't tried to do any damage. You haven't tried to do any torpedoes. Like, literally just stand here and just shoot, right? Every bit of damage you do it's going to help your team. And you sitting back and healing is not going to help, right? Because, like, you have to, I mean, like, good speedrunning, but, like, you have to think about it. If you don't shoot the enemies, then they don't take any damage. If they don't take any damage, then why would they need to move, right? Does that make sense? You need to do damage to the enemies, or at least help do damage, in order to, you know, force them out. And again, like, if you all just sit down the choke like this, it's like, especially on, like, Demon and shit, you're just not going to get anything done. You have to go bottom left here and go create an angle. Here, you're kind of just spamming your cooldowns for no reason. Like, why did you use the dash? Why did you use the speed ring? Like, you need to be more kind of thoughtful with your cooldowns here, because like, no one can use a speed ring. So yeah, Demon's got the right idea. You want to go help this guy create an angle here. Nice. So I'd be careful using your dash when you're fighting against a Bastion walking in open space. When you see a Bastion in turret form, your first kind of instinct should be, okay, I need to find someone to hide behind cover. And like you have that right here, by the way. You're playing in a really good position. Like, just play here and shoot your gun. Literally just sit here. If you get shot at, you can go, like, you can walk down the stairs to this cover here, and then you don't die. But like, because you're just double jumping and you're panicking, you just take a bunch of damage, and then eventually you end up dying. To a turret, actually, which is pretty funny. Alright, let's see this. I don't want to go too in depth on too many things right now, just because this is a pretty long game. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty simple. You don't just want to barrel stuff it down choke, and you want to actually help do damage. Because right now, you have a healing problem, okay? Now, what you're doing is you're healing people that don't actually need healing, right? There's two kind of talking points I have a feeling. Is that one, you don't need to heal until they actually start taking like a decent amount of damage, like when they're half HP or something, roughly, right? You'll kind of figure out the nuances as you improve. And you don't always need to heal people to like full HP, right? So like, you're worried about healing this Mei, but like they haven't actually taken any damage. Like, just go do your own damage, pressure the enemies. And again, you're kind of using your boosters for no reason. Like, what is the reason for using the boosters? You're not using it to get away. You're not using it to get a good torpedo angle, and you're not using it to close the distance. You're just using it to use it. You don't want to do this. Like, it's just a waste of a cooldown. I see, like, you're healing, but it doesn't do enough, right? It's for two reasons. You're not going on, like, on the left angle. I mean, like, there's like, I think he can go like that angle over there. You're not going on the left angle, and you're not doing enough damage, which is why you're having trouble getting through this. And the only reason I suspect you can make it through this is just by brute forcing ults. I haven't talked too much about your torpedo usage just because I don't want to get too into it right now. So your big problem, this is okay. Yeah. You're just a heal bot right now, right? And like that's why you're probably gonna lose this game or draw this game, for example. Like, you're just a heal bot. You've done 300 damage in 2 minutes, right? Like, that's really bad. So first of all, you need to stop doing this shit where like you just heal people who have taken 0 to like 50 damage. There's no point. This is good. I like this. So, especially in 66, but in 5v5 as well, you want to be looking for angles to use your rockets, right? So you can double jump up here, boosters, go for a rocket angle, and this is how you're going to contribute a lot of your damage Not only is this going to do damage, which is going to force them behind cover and make them get healed, which is going to let your team walk forward, but also it's going to create a little bit of an off angle here, right? Because if you jump in the sky and then they see you, well then they kind of have to look either on the ground or in the air, and this is going to relieve pressure off, off of your team, right? And then you can also shoot with your gun a little bit more, like at the enemies, and like that would help your team a lot, right? Because your tanks are gonna have to make some stupid plays just to have a chance to like get kills, right? You can use ult here for sure. I definitely would have used ult there. You want to use the ult when the enemies are committed in on your team. If you look at this situation right now, like, especially if we like look, would you say that like the enemies are committed in on your team? I would pop ult, pop speed ring, use double jump and boosters to get a rocket angle, and then with the damage boost, you're gonna do like 500 to 600 damage just in that one rocket, right? You're playing way too passive right now, and you're not really like doing anything. And like you need to ult at some point as well, right? You're just very passive. That's your main issue. You just need to do stuff. See, like, not now, man. Oh my god. You have the support problem where like you just ult at the end of a fight. Like the fight's over now. You've killed 3. There's no point ulting now. Like there was no point ulting that. So you're just an average Juno player, which is fine. You are plat 5. I'm probably not gonna watch this whole game just because I can kind of tell like how you actually play, and like you're definitely a very passive player. Okay. So like you're healing, and everyone's still dying, right? This is what you need to do damage, right? That's a good torpedo, right? Boom, damage. You helped. You're doing damage, you're helping. Nice. Now like you still have the problem of healing way too much, but you know, that's just a plat thing. Good, you're helping with rockets, you see? You see how that rocket really like contributed to you almost getting that bastion? And it also helps you build up your ult charge as well. Nice rockets. You see when you double jump and you get in the air, you get so much like vision with your rockets. You get to hit the Juno, your Ram, everyone else, right? Like you get so much value by just doing that. That's like how you're gonna win most of the time. Okay, you're kind of getting carried there, so. Again, you can be more like you can definitely be more aggressive and walk forward. Like as your team is pushing the cart, walk up, do some damage, make it harder for them to walk in, make them use cooldowns. You know, you get ult charge. I mean, like you have ult, but you get the point. It's always better to not let the enemies walk in, because you see how now they have all of their cooldowns, but maybe if you did a double jump and a little torpedo here, maybe you force out speed ring, maybe you force out like a Junkrat mine, maybe you force out like bastion nade or something, right? Like you force out something which is gonna make it harder for them to then play the fight. And here again, you have ult rams in, you need to pop it, bro. Like when you see your team fighting like this, you need to pop the ult. Right, because sure they won without you, but it's just good etiquette to just use the ult when people are committing on each other. You're just getting carried right now. And I'm honestly not even gonna go over this whole game because I know that you just have a lot of issues, and it's gonna take more than just me telling you to fix that one thing. Okay, this is a good ult. And then look at how much damage those rockets do. Oh my god, juicy. Okay. Let me go watch some other fights. Just to see what's going on here. At least you're picking the right perks. Like here, for example, right? Assuming, you know, like they have hit scans, so like be you know, wary of this, right? But if possible, you could like do a triple jump thing over here, get a wide swing torpedoes, and then do like a bunch of damage as they're trying to walk in, you know? Actually, let me see how you use the ult. So I think that's gonna be pretty good to know. Yeah, so this is too early now, okay? You see how the enemies are already committed in? Like, yes, they use shield, but like, look at how far away your team is from their team. If they were good at the game, they would all just back up, and then you've wasted that ult, and then they can come forward with theirs. But what I assume is going to happen is that they don't back up, and they just take a bunch of damage. Oh, okay, no, like, they get shattered, right? But like, you can even see how you didn't necessarily win because of the ultimate. You just won because your Ryan just went forward and shattered like 5, right? Like you didn't win that fight for your team. And that's just because your ult was a little bit too early. You should let them commit something a little bit more. Let's see this. I don't like this speed ring because your team isn't really committed in, right? Like they're not committed in. Like, you want to wait for them to be way more committed and then rings. Like, here, imagine using ring on the Malga, right? He commits in, and then you can ring this guy, right? Because now he's actually committed in the fight, and he's and like this, and like, this is where he needs to ring the most, right? Like, now you have nothing, and you're gonna die to the cast because you're not paying attention. So obviously, as Juno, it's very important to be playing cover at all times so that you don't die to shit like this. And you also had your boosters, so that you could have just gone back over here. But I mean, that's that's whatever. So I'm gonna be honest. You are a bad player. Just in general, you suck at the game. Okay, and that is okay. Okay. Because that means you can work on fixing anything and you will actually improve. It's like that was a good torpedoes, but like you could have performed it a little better. Do a triple jump, do a glide boost to keep you in the air, rocket here, you get 5 people, and that is so much value, right? You had the right idea, you just messed it up a little bit. You should have done a glide boost, maybe to over here, or like maybe to the side if they try and dodge you. It depends, right? And then you just get so much value. But like instead, you only got 2 people. Good ring. Okay. Okay, so whatever, right? You're playing whatever. So I'm actually gonna recommend to you, and like this is a shameless plug, but I think it's the best thing that I can do for you, and like I want to make this video to help you out, right? I think the best thing I can do to you is actually show you a video that I have made on my main channel, right? It's a Juno guide, okay? Because VOD reviews are kind of for people who are generally playing the hero decently well, but they make some key mistakes that stop them from improving. No offense, you do like everything wrong, okay? Like, you're doing literally like everything wrong that is possible to do. I mean, not everything right, like you're playing like decent, but I think this video that I'm going to show you is going to work out a lot better for you, right? So I'll kind of show it on the screen. I'll have it linked on the top right now and in the description. And it's basically just like a 40-minute video which just goes over how to play Juno, and I think you'll get a lot of value from that instead of me just telling you what I think you should do better. I think if you watch this, you will definitely improve. So I hope this kind of, whatever I talked about in this VOD helps you out. And I do hope this video is going to help you. I know it's kind of annoying, this guy's getting me to go watch a video on his main channel. I get it. But it's like you have to understand my point of view. I want to help you the most. I think this is what is going to help you the most, right? So go watch that video. Go play a little bit. And then maybe come back to the Reddit or go message me on like Discord or something in like a week or something. And then maybe we can have stuff to work with. I can even coach you if you want, and we can go talk about that later on. But yeah, I hope this video helps.